Since the beginning, man seemed destined to reach the stars. We have been drifting around in this infinite dimension so unimaginable that we were always amazed by its wonders and secrets. Although it was pagan beliefs in these heavenly bodies, they were followed by an awakening of our minuscule presence in an expanding universe, and so it struck fear in the minds of some. Are we afraid of answering the questions about where we come from and discover it was by chance or creation? Or are we afraid that we might actually come face to face with the forces or power at play in our galactic backyard and realize we are not the rulers of the universe? Most of us will spend our entire lives looking and hoping for something more out there, never giving it any thought that our time amongst the stars is inevitable, but that may be our real purpose now might have been guided by this power responsible for our very existence and ultimately entrusted us to find and explore this power, but deep within ourselves. Whichever way we individually choose to believe in our origins and purpose, I am drawn to a realization that the further and further we reach, the more and more we will discover to explore, and only eventually become aware that what we so insatiably endeavor to find in the vastness of this expanse may be a lot closer to home. We conquered the ends of the earth, then built wings to the sky, and have never looked back, forgetting that, in fact, the most precious celestial body we thought we were going to find out there was all along right under our feet. But our thirst for exploitation all the way into the unknown drove us to disregard and ferociously attempt to destroy her health and ability to continue to sustain us. Wars have been raging for millennia. We have always turned on each other as nations or in the name of the God we served. But in today's conflict, not only do we fight for the right to completely eradicate every effort by some to save Mother Earth from this path of destruction, but also one another. It leaves us to wonder if enough of us will wake up from this nightmare we so blindly are part of and find this power to change us and save ourselves before it is too late. Our passions to protect the earth and each other should at the very least be more than equal to the level of harm we are inflicting on this delicate balance and moving us closer to the tipping point. This need we seem to have to wipe out every living thing, including our own values and those we hold dear, can only lead to chaos and collapse, and might be just the very barrier that prevents us from taking our rightful place in the heavens. I believe that it is not too late to make a difference.
T minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1, 0, and liftoff of Space Shuttle Atlantis.
Houston now controlling. Atlantis begins its penultimate journey to shore up the International Space Station.
It is in complete wonder to live in an era in which we can experience and witness the very height of technological achievement. The ingenuity and sacrifice that human beings are capable of, if we put our minds to something, is evidence enough that we are gifted for so much more than a mere relentless advancement at the expense of our fellow human beings and the very cycle of nature we are part of. We as citizens around the world must come together and start thinking for ourselves and make a stand with our own voices against the very institutions that have failed humanity, that are desperately trying to separate us from each other, our own power, and say no more. We must ask ourselves what we can do to connect again, to touch again, love again. If at any stage in our civilization we needed each other more, it is now, to resist against those who try to force dividing agendas on us, those who hurt our children or send them off to wars to inflict. We judge death and destruction to others. We hate. We fight against people on the other side of the world we don't even know and kill because they have different values, different beliefs. These are the very faces we deceive and destroy because we are told that we can't get along. We all dream. We all hope. We all cry. We all want to love and be loved and know that our lives have meaning in the world. But it is also these same faces that must be part of the change. Be the love. Be the kindness to others that costs nothing, and be responsible for your own actions, no matter how true or justified we regard our resistance. And those who are already broken, alone, angry, and destitute needs our help. The world is cruel, and people have lost hope, faith, and love, and have forgotten how to believe that their lives can be better, can mean something. We have already taken a few baby steps out into this great unknown, or if that is the full story, we don't know. The truth could be hidden from us. But when we do come face to face with another intelligent life form for the first time, what will they see in our eyes? What will be left in our souls? Will all we have to offer be the lust to consume a new world because there is nothing left of our own? I want to be better than this. I know that we are better than this. I am also a face in this world that is not doing enough to help restore the earth and have hurt many people. I hope to believe that I can find this power inside myself and be that better person to love and respect other people. But the journey to recovery is long and hard. It requires the same true power to prevail. For so long we have allowed ourselves to be deceived by our own thoughts, our egos, our pride, and those of other people, not realizing that we can choose which impulses to follow and which ones to let go. The harm we do to ourselves, to other people, to the world, is a reflection of what is in our hearts, and it is difficult to take the responsibility of these wrong decisions. It is easier to blame other people for the regret it created in our lives and the misery we have become addicted to. I am grateful to be aware that I receive communication in the most unexpected ways, during the most unexpected times, at the most unexpected places, and realize so clearly that this can only be the voice of something more than me, urging me to follow. That voice speaks to all of us. You all know that, but we don't listen. It is in these moments of realization that what is good and true and loving seems obvious. I hope that I can get there with you. We need a miracle. We need to believe in miracles again to help release ourselves from the fear of each other and the world. Be alive again. I am struggling to find meaning in my life. This is my journey. It feels like the only way back to my sanity, to breathe again. And I hope you will help me believe and create the miracles we all long for, to heal ourselves and save our world.